One last thing is that there was a Newsweek headline. I think it was just on their website where it said Eddie Vedder trashes Donald Trump amid president's Bruce Springsteen feud. And that is absolutely categorically false. I just want everybody to know, I think Eddie Vedder has learned a lot about how to talk about things like this with the fan base, because he did talk about Bruce Springsteen. He did support his friend, but he only talked about the freedom of speech and not being afraid to speak your mind, and that being what the country is about. He specifically did not mention the president, didn't use him by name. He just talked about the issue of freedom of speech. And yeah, maybe I'm splitting hairs, but this idea that you can write a headline saying Eddie Vedder trashes Donald Trump amid president, like, no, he specifically did not do that. Can you talk about Bruce Springsteen and freedom of speech, knowing that he's feuding with the president and not be accused? Like, do you think I'm crazy? Is that headline just off?
No, because I mean, he did a similar thing.
Because if he wanted to trash Donald Trump, he absolutely could have done so.
We saw him do it with George Bush. Like, he's got the capability to do it. When we saw him in Indianapolis, I think he did something very similar. He talked about us losing freedoms and being mindful of that. And I don't think he referenced the president by name. And, you know, I that he is not a fan of this president, but I think that they just got to a point where even if you agree with Ed, when he gets too on the point with the politics, it loses some of its power in a way. Like, it just becomes another talking point. And I think it's way more effective when you talk about the issues and not the person.
Well, and I think even people who do like the president and support the president probably do agree with freedom of speech and don't think that anybody should be silenced. Like, these are the things that unite us, you know? For sure. And so you can kind of say it without saying it. And I don't know, but I thought, whatever. I mean, obviously Newsweek got the clicks they were looking for.